They can mechanic say Daily Graphic, July 2nd, 2014. Occupy Flagstaff House, which is Udi Kankai. I want to quote the convener, Nana Kwesiewa. Or say, and this is in the story. Ghanaians, Ghanaians have had to grapple with extreme discomfort, lowered productivity, the ever-rising rate of inflation, and the continuous loss of purchasing power. Demonstration, no. This is what he said. Your time submit or petition. Our Flagstaff House, Miss Valerie Soya, who was the deputy chief of staff, energy petition. No. The same Flagstaff House was a security zone. The same Flagstaff House had nanyamana lowered productivity, extreme discomfort, rising inflation, cost of purchasing power. Their course no course of 2014 Daily Graphic. And 2020 census, 2021 report is Ghana 30.7 million, even 31 million. And here growth now, about 32 million people in Ghana. As at last year, Q2 2022, your friend is saying statistical service release a report by my friend no multidimensionally poor people. Just offer ankrankre bebre now Ghana omo a ehia omo pa here any ahoche adoso omo e wo man ni mo no. There were 14.4 million, which is about 46.7 percent of Ghanaians out of the 30 million people. No, 46.7 million people. Here bubro and adosomo. Inti offer no in different ways, multidimensional. Into school call I hear Edwanidie. All of them about 14.4 million, which is 46.7 people, are multidimensionally poor. Ghana. Out of that, 9 regions out of the 16, percentages need range from 53 to 77. 9 out of the 16 regions, if we 53% all the way to 77%.
This is a
the food insecurity as at the same time last quarter, which is the most recent report on multidimensionally poor, 15.1 million. They were food insecure, which is about half the population of Ghana. And this is not NDC NPP politics. This is statistical service. 15.1 million people are food insecure. About 6.4 million people. And I say here yes. Real income, inflation, minimum wage, so you can't realize all the inflation to swat by 44%. Inflation between last year, inflation, the real return on the real income of minimum wage earners about 44%. This is a June 2023 World Bank report, the 7th review of Ghana Economist Update, June 2023. 44% in terms of purchasing power, the poorest. My starting free the richest. Over Ghana, more scapa 20% now. What's now? 15.5% or musika mudro swati because of inflation. Swati by 15.5%. Or more here or more pano or more sebi $2 or mundru no. Or musika or more they are poor about medical is about 46.7%. But or musa sika no swati about 16.1%. Into no near the Nindi, the award they said the Toby Bina so about 16.1%. On the average, 850,000 people have been pushed into poverty. 850,000 more Ghanaians have been pushed into poverty.
Yes, sir.
DDEP, the loss of banks. As of 2021, their profit was 1.3 billion. The total profit of all banks in Ghana. At the end of DDEP, their loss has gone down to impairment losses of financial has surged from 1 point in 20 to a loss of 19.5 billion. From a profit of 1.3 billion to a loss of 19.5 billion.
Na anka omunya faso 3 point.
Omunya faso 1.4
billion.
Yes.
Loss
19.5 billion. Profitability profitability, okay, so here capital adequacy, you can solvency are moving from 28% to 15%. Swati from 28 to 15.6%.
Almost half.
Insurance companies, 11.5 billion of insurance assets has been impaired. Ejakwabna, the question is say reason omodi ye occupy Flagstaff House in 2014. Now TA in 70 percentages are maka. Net impairment loss has moved from 1.43 billion to 19.5 billion. Profitability moved from 4.99 to a loss of 6.2. Capital adequacy are moving from 28 to 15. Obia ni ho also catch us say on mind baby I want. It is the worst it can get. And I yenka ka ye dey afufra ye ntu aka. We haven't talked about external debt. We haven't talked about multilateral. I saw a news item say in terms of IMF Africa, we are the #1 in terms of dikapa or IMF in terms of multilateral in those debts. Jacob na ye no one is saying and ambing. Sebi se comfort akomba yes ya so asio nemom se be ya nsenchani ntia. It is encrouna sorry na so mo ka mo ho yes sebi o mo kasa ketua bi ayente se konfupa nina komba no oye niama na nyese e bia okasa ketua ayente. In 1993 NPP went to court on a previous public order, so NPP versus IGP on say omo be demo a this omunya permission every IGP or any minister or as an omatimi aye demonstration. Supreme Court ruled in the case of New Patriotic Party versus IGP. Say you don't need Article 21(1)(d). Your constitution guarantees the right. Say ubetimi aye demonstration. Until you don't need the mandate or you don't need the approval. The New Public Order Act, we should understand it in the light of the case of NPP versus IGP. Say the Public Order Act said notify. You notify the police, and then in section 1/6, Obekacho said, so I notify IGP and I will notify the police of a minimum rank of assistant. Na say omo maho kwanya oko court.
Okay.
Enti police ni hu kwan so stop demonstration. Say ompenia oko court because NPP any IGP case na me who say police does not stop demonstration, stop because it is a constitutional right. It is guaranteed in the Constitution of Ghana. Say only obi nyadwen na say baby o minor dru no yankente ye ho a baby ekono enkoye into that right is guaranteed and enshrined in the Constitution. Say oka na say me be dem you notify them for any reason. Say osusu say any reason osusu say ontimi ma onkwa okokot. There is no court order that stopped the demonstration. So the first thing I want to do, and I think many well-meaning people have condemned the arrest on the first day. Which should any question be asked so. The real question is that if it is not, and your police are said there, they say about stopping demonstration. Police are said there, and they say about during the demonstration.
So where is security zone?
So you protect the zone, not the people.
There is a reason for precedent. In TM say a security zone. 2014, when they went to present the petition, security zone. But let me move. The crux of my point is, Ghana for me Nubia, Bako less than 21 years. The median age in Ghana is 20.7. 63.2% of a mile from less than 30 years. 63%. And remember, I work from here 65% are less than 30 years. On my no, sebi, mpenyi for anima. And yet, obi otia biadia. And yet, mpenyi for etia biadia. This country belongs to the people less than 30 years. And if we don't understand that, Yabashiro Mino, into what the 40 years now to be a president, but 63% on the average, about 64% of this country is less than 30 years. We have a campus event, we have a road show. Last year, I had the privilege of maybe engaging about 10,000 youth in Ghana, moving from one university to the other. If you see the disillusionment, say, hope. I say, I obie pekwan etukwan free on my anymore. On my man, you're less than 30 years. The strength of your nation, any that so better share on mine. No, sorry, so koye de moi. What's up, a bonaka? Okay. I mean, Eja say you told them, and I would really appreciate this. Here we are, a producer. You can't arise Ghana youth for your country, and yet it's not just a rhetoric. And I'm very passionate about this issue because we have numbers now. Eja on my neighbor, if you can arise Ghana youth for your country, the nation demands your devotion. And yet, Kasakeke.
Okay.
Because where it's gotten to, we need everybody to stand up so that we can build this country.